Somebody who is big mad. We've got the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, both coming through in the reverse. And both of these can indicate, like individually, that we are dealing with somebody who is impulsive or reckless or angry, a little bit out of control. So I do think we have someone who is reacting to information, or an argument is escalating, and it's because there's some really deep-seated emotion here. So we could be dealing with somebody who feels rejection, or somebody who feels like there is competition in terms of affection, whether that's family or relationship. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time, or a lot. And I hope you're having a good day so far. Hello, April. Hello, Lemonade. Hello, Nat Nat. Hello, Key Controller. How are we doing? I know. It was a little bit possible that I was gonna not come back, but I made some candles and I still have some energy, so here we are. If you are interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. I talk fast, so you might have missed that. It's in the description box, as is more information on how to become a member, as well as the aforementioned candles that I make if you want to find those on Etsy. Hello, Danny. How you doing? Hello, Carrie. Hello, Danny. Other Danny. Hello, Maurice. What's up? Are you calling me Box? My name is Carmen. You could call me Carmen. This is the Soul Cat Tarot. Let's see what we've got for you, shall we? Hey, Matt. How's your day going? Yeah, I just actually made some kind of unusual ones. I had some vanilla essential oil, so I decided to go outside of the normal 4 scents that I've been doing for candles, because I'm just making them for myself. But yeah, they are the 16-ounce variety. Hello, Balin. How you doing? Hello, welcome back, William. How are you doing? I know, I'm still awake. Hello, Stephanie. How you doing? So when I have a schedule that allows for me, and the energy that allows for me to do a later in the day reading, I try to do that because I know a lot of you are probably working when I do most of my readings. So here we are. Shall we hang out? That's right, Lemonade. What else do we have? We have the King of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Swords. World in the reverse. So we've got someone who didn't really consider another person's feelings, and the person that they just didn't seem to care about is in a rage, but in an emotional one, because they feel like someone should have treated them better. Obviously, this could be a betrayal in terms of a relationship where we have somebody that has not been faithful, but this could also translate to a family connection where you might feel betrayed by a sibling or a parent or, I don't know, a best friend. But this is someone who's ready to have an argument or has a few choice words, right? Hello, Bean. How are you doing? That's a strange opening line. Assuming you are not of age to smoke cigarettes, I would discourage you from smoking them. Assuming the opposite, I still wouldn't smoke them because they're not yours. What else do we have? Six of Wands and the Chariot. And the Seven of Swords. So the anger is because we have somebody who has lied and felt like they got away with it, but they neglected to follow up on all the details, or, you know, they left a receipt behind, or their phone unlocked. We have somebody who has insight into what was actually going on after a person has lied to them about it. Hello, is it Delilah? How are you doing? Yes, thank you for answering that, Lemonade. And April. Hello, Melissa. How are you doing? Oh, no. It's okay. You still have time to make it right. It'll be all right. So we've got strength. Okay. So feels to me like we've got somebody who is angry and hurt, but they feel like they've got someone who is looking out for them. I feel like this strength individual is a friend or possibly family member. But we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this is like that friend that you go to talk to about your woes, you know, like what's not going well. Can I cry on your shoulder for a little bit? So we have this friend that has been a support while the King of Wands in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse, has been dealing with a very confusing connection. I feel like we have someone who is feeling like there's a need to make a decision regarding this connection. Do I want to stay in contact with you? Is it time for me to cut you off? Because it's like, this is ridiculous. The King of Wands in the reverse, this very angry person, has strong intuition, but ignored it for a while. And I feel like now they're looking at it as, okay, maybe I need to actually pay closer attention to this. Hello, Quenzel. How you doing? Hello, Hayden. Yes, welcome. Hello, Shayla. How you doing? Yes, I appreciate the likes, by the way. 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant in the reverse. I think we have somebody who was saying that they completed something or that they've been working. But in reality, this is someone who has broken a promise. They said they would do something by a certain time and they didn't. They said that they would assist with some family event or like moving or someone's wedding, but they didn't. Or this is somebody who's going back on their vows. Somebody who is in an exclusive relationship, but is apparently not really abiding by the monogamy element of it. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a card that talks about fast-moving energy or communication, and it's interesting because I don't really pick up much of either of those from the illustration on this card. What it seems like more so is that there has been repetition. So this happened, that happened, you said you were doing this, you said you were doing that. I can't trust anything that you have to say. You promised me that you would get this done by this date, or you said that you would defend me the next time we got in an argument over at your parents' place, but that didn't happen. I feel this is someone who's fed up. They're like, let me list the ways that you have disappointed me. I don't have enough fingers. I'm gonna need to take this to pen and paper. All right. This is the Beginner's Tarot. Hello, Jess. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Hey, Tu, what's up? In New York City. Did you see that she joined Rosalia's performance? Hello, nobody. How are you doing? So we have the Ten of Wands. There's always another way to do something. So we have frustration because this romantic partner or this friend or family member This is someone who seems to justify whatever it is that they want to do. Even if they made promises that they would be at a certain place at a certain time. Oops, I lost track of time. I ran into some friends. Sorry about that. If I said that I was going to be, home by 10, oops, it's 11:30, but that's not too much of a difference, right? Reliable is not a term that this person has heard people describe them as. This would be a person who struggles to do right by their promises. I don't get it. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so now the picture is back. I don't know what just happened, you guys. Okay. I think it was maybe like an accidental call. I just I just did like a software upgrade and changed my AirPods, so maybe it's something to do with that, but it looked like it was trying to call my voicemail. Sorry about that, you guys. Hello, how's it going? Guided gift. Hello, Aradia, what's up? So you can hear me or you can't? Can't hear me. Okay, thank you, Nat Nat. So look, what I was trying to get at is we have someone who's not really cut out for relationships. The Queen of Wands coming through with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the same person, okay? This is not two different people. This is someone who thinks very highly of themselves, but struggles to be a reliable partner. So this is the person who has upset the King of Wands in the reverse. Keeping in mind, this could be a family member or a friend. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Betrayal is something that can happen in any type of connection, right? But this is the person who has upset the King of Wands in the reverse, the Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So much so that this King of Wands is basically saying, I don't care what you have to say. I don't care if you have like the nicest apology ever. I don't take you seriously. I just think that you're a liar. And I'm done dealing with people like that. I offer someone who, I'm there, I'm reliable, I'm supportive, I'm honest, and I can't count on you to do those things in return. So like, all right. But what about this? There was a friend that came into the picture, right? The person that the King of Wands in the reverse was talking to or venting about this friendship or relationship. I feel like this friend advises the King of Wands to end the relationship or to end the friendship. Because the Queen of Wands can't be trusted. Oh no, that's weird. It's not tracking it. Okay. Okay, there it went. Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. Been spending a lot of time with FN, but it feels off. Why does it feel off? I assume that's the question we have, and I will dig into that for you, Stephanie. We're at 14 minutes, by the way. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? Hello, Pharaoh. Hello, how's it going? Is it Nult or Nui? Hello, Junior. How are you doing? Very possible. So we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse following that Three of Cups and the Fool. I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel a little bit suspicious of this friend, and I don't know if I really should. But it kind of feels to me like this friend can't be trusted, even though I feel like this is who the King of Wands in the reverse, like, trusts. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Swords. Okay. This feels to me like it's not just your run-of-the-mill, like, I was not faithful, sorry, hope you can forgive me. This feels to me like we have someone who has consistently, over like years, talked to possibly a Leo, but talked to a close friend or family member about their relationship and how they couldn't trust this person and how awful that made them feel, but they were still trying to make it work. And I feel like this person who has been listening to them vent over years has been part of the problem. That is no good. Hey, Emma, how's it going? Allie's feelings towards boyfriend. Awesome. I've added that for you. And Allie's feelings towards Emma. I added that one for you too. Thank you. Hello, Callan. Hello, Nicholas. What's going on? So I feel like basically what we have here is somebody who has been a good friend and is seen by the King of Wands in the reverse as like a refuge or a person that gives good counsel, listens to me when I've had a bad day, or reminds me of my value. But I'm kind of starting to think that this could be one of the people that has, like, you know, been seduced by the Queen of Wands. Let's confirm. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah. This is the Pause Tarot. Hello, Deli. How you doing? Sleep well, Key. Perhaps you have. What else? Three of Wands. Seven of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Wands. I don't know. This looks to me like we have somebody who hung around and waited to see what somebody would say after they thought this person had left. You know, I've seen plenty of TV shows where I was like, okay, bye, have a great day. They're just like still standing right around the corner like, what you saying? I think we have somebody who successfully operated some sort of observation campaign or like eavesdropping. And they were shocked to hear this friend's voice. This Six of Wands feels to me like gloating. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands coming out again. So this is somebody who, it's like they feel like they get points, or they take some like sick pleasure in being particularly hurtful in their choices when they cheat or when they, you know, act out. For some of you, this could be a close friend who has consistently pursued or tried to seduce a close friend's partners or romantic interests. A constant sense of rivalry, or even between siblings that are constantly trying to one up the other or always like compete for love, right? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This has created a moment where our King of Wands in the reverse says, that's just it. Like, I don't think I could ever convince you to be consistent or reliable or faithful. So after multiple situations with this, I think I have to just decide to like cut this off and move forward. Hey, Mike. Hello, Darnell. How we doing? Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate, Jess. We have Two of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse again. Yeah. This is a friend, a close friend who has hidden their shenanigans, their naked shenanigans with a person that they know better. They know they shouldn't be dilly-dallying with them. Oh, thank you, William. What does my next conversation with Hannah look like? And will we see each other in person again? I have added that for you. Thank you, William. Hey, Patrick. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. All right, what else do we have? Oh, of course, Darnell. So, Three of Swords, there's that betrayal card again. I think this is a betrayal that initially someone is frustrated by, but also, like, I'm kind of used to it. I don't really expect this person to do right by me, or they've done this kind of thing in the past. But what makes it worse is they then end up finding out the other person that was involved with the Queen of Wands is someone they consider to be a trusted friend. Like A2, Brute. Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So now it feels like I can't trust anyone. Now it feels like even the person that I used to go to, you know, talk to and feel like consolation over this frustrating and confusing relationship, now I can't even talk to them. Oh, well, I'm glad you did, Darnell. So we have the Ace of Cups and Strength. The issue here is there was I feel like we have somebody who was bragging or talking excitedly about a relationship and talking to a friend. This Strength individual, right, could have Leo in their chart. And it just convinced somebody to try to steal that person from them. Oh, thank you, Nat Nat. Any surprises this month? I've added that for you. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Devil in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands. It looks to me like we have a pretty quick reaction to this, which is just, you know, okay, well, I don't really want to be dealing with this negativity, or I don't want to be in the middle of this like toxic love triangle. So I'm going to remove myself from the situation and make some changes. I do think that this Eight of Wands is probably an argument. Initially, I thought it was going to be between the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands in the reverse. And that could be true, obviously. But I think the meat of this message is probably more so concerned with the friend that the Queen of Wands was interacting with disrespectfully. Let's get a few from the Love Oracle. Thank you, Pharaoh. Hello, Barracuda. What else do we have? Thank you, Carrie. We have depth, awareness, importance, and value, and boundaries, no, drawing the line, and enough. Yes, you might have been my best friend, or yes, we might have, known each other for decades. But if you think that that's something that's, appropriate to do to a person that trusts you, I don't think we can be friends. So it looks like we have someone cutting off a romantic interest and a friend or a family member at the same time. Like, okay, y'all deserve each other. Have fun with that. Foundation. Because you want something where you can actually deal with people that are respectful and trusting, people who have compassion and love for you as opposed to selfishness. I think you are fed up. You're done. Both people are getting cut off. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. So now this friend feels trapped because they kind of made their choice, right? By doing this thing that was an act of betrayal, they kind of sabotaged their friendship. But it also feels to me like there's additional complications for this person. A lot of karma is coming through for this friend who wasn't really a good friend. Intuition, heart song, telepathy, and inner knowing. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. Sometimes people can wear a mask that, might actually be quite effective. They might be able to convince you that they have good intentions when they don't. But your intuition was kicking in and warning you that something felt off or that you didn't feel like you could really trust this person anymore. And even though it might have taken a little while for you to find a way to confirm that or get some sort of insight into that situation, you did eventually figure it out. That's why we have the High Priestess, that wisdom, intuition. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? So we have an apology, but I feel like they took too long. You've already decided to walk away. One person has shown you their true colors through repeated mistakes and a pattern of behavior of selfishness and immaturity. And the other, probably a friend, maybe a family member, has shown you that they were willing to participate in something that you had on several occasions told them was frustrating or hurtful towards you. So yes, that's a frustrating and painful situation to have probably the two closest people to you no longer feel like you can trust them. But it's important to appreciate that this is not the end of your social life. There's new energy. Why is it doing that? So it looks like it's when someone is leaving me a voicemail, it pauses. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't think I've tried that, Melissa. I do like the, what's his actual name? I call it Cream Doctor. But I think it's just, is it just Dr. Pepper with like vanilla? Now I'm like second guessing myself, but I think it was like the first variation that they came out with. Oh, okay. It was a summer one. Wow. Okay. Color me shocked. The person that you considered to be a friend or had heard about your frustrations over a long period of time and then joined in, this is someone who has an ego problem. You may not have realized that they like to compete with you or that they felt like you were self-absorbed. It is kind of giving Memoirs of a Geisha. If you've seen that movie or read that book, I don't want to give away too much because it is, I think, a beautiful movie and a beautiful book. But there is competition that happens. And, you know, maybe through no fault of their own, maybe just because that's how society is. But that competitive nature is what pushes the friend, strength, always coming through as a big cat, right? This person who had given good advice and been caring and supportive before it was revealed that they also slept with that person, they ended up getting really good at lying. This person has had to change who they are without letting anybody else see it, and you most of all. Now they're realizing just how difficult it is to lose the friendship that they have with you for something kind of silly. Let's get a few from the Overthinker's Oracle, and then we're going to start those personal questions, okay? All right, what else do we have? You loved me when I didn't deserve it. I'm sorry I broke your heart. This is the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands in the reverse. My pride and ego got the best of me. There could be a few people dealing with pride and ego issues in this reading, but I think most notably it would be the Queen of Wands and the, I don't know, should I call him strength? I feel like that's a misnomer. Past life lovers. There was a connection that the Queen of Wands felt to the friend. Perhaps because there was something that reminded them of a previous relationship. But I think mostly what happened was there was jealousy between this friend, or a competitive nature between the King of Wands and strength. Something that made them want to like prove that they're more attractive, or that people think they're funnier, cooler, or smarter, or whatever. So we have, I feel stuck with the wrong person and situation. So the King of Wands leaves, right? I can't trust this Queen of Wands. They're King of Pentacles in the reverse. They don't know how to do the relationship thing. And they came out as the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I think there's someone here who got pregnant. That's not going to apply for everyone. But I do feel like this could be why we have somebody throwing their arms up in disgust and saying, like, that's it. I'm done. I can't believe you would do that. And I'm not even sure the Queen of Wands wants this outcome. I wish I had chosen you. And now they're blocked instead. On the other hand, our King of Wands seems to be headed towards some good karma, even though those that were dealing with them have regrets on what happened. I don't feel worthy of your forgiveness. This is the friend. I know I shouldn't have done that. I know it was lame of me to try to seduce your person, but I did it anyway. And now we have someone who's going to try to fight to get you back, even though they stepped out. All right, let's jump over to those personal questions. This is the Tattoo Tarot, and we've got Stephanie up first. And then we've got Emma's questions, William, and then Nat. For Stephanie, we've got spending time with FN. Why does it feel like something's off? Why is it that Stephanie feels something is off with FN, please? We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Hermit in the reverse. This feels secretive. Something I don't want to say, but I feel like it might come back and rear its ugly head. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Hermit in the reverse. There's something that I should have told you, but I didn't, and it's going to potentially be like making another appearance in my life. So is this like a romantic rival? No. Is this a family problem or obligation? Wow, 2 5s. I think this is more so a social situation. So this could technically be like workplace, right? This could be friends from college. This could be like a church community. But we've got someone here who did not tell you something, and it's going to come up in conversation. I feel like this is like how someone talks about you, or what they told you isn't true and they told someone else the truth. 6 of Pentacles, High Priestess in the reverse, Knight of Wands in the reverse, and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this person was not honest with you, FN, was not honest with you about something that happened in the past, and there's going to be a conversation that happens, and it brings it up, and you're going to be like, but I thought you said you broke up in June. I thought you said that you didn't live together. I thought you said, you know, there's something here where it's like, okay. Does this have anything to do with finances? No. Is this mostly emotional? Yes. I think this is about timelines. When were you dating? Who were you talking to? Were you focused? Were you single? I feel like something's off here, and I do feel like the number 8 is important because we also have Strength coming out after we had the first 2 cards were 8s. So you'll find out. There's going to be a conversation with somebody else, and that person says something that contradicts what FN told you. And it maybe it's not a deal breaker. Maybe it's just something that you can, you know, talk through, right? All right, let's see. Let's see what we've got for Emma. And Stephanie, I wish you luck with that. What do we want? We'll go with the Earth and Bones Tarot. What are Allie's feelings for the boyfriend, please? What are Allie's feelings for the boyfriend? Two of Swords or 2 of Crystals in the reverse, and the Chariot. This is someone who's decided to leave. I don't feel that kind of affection for you, or I don't feel like we would be happy long term. So I think this is someone who's planning an exit. Seven of Wands in the reverse, but I can't do it yet. This could be like, if I live with you, I have to wait until the end of the month. If I have to get my own place, maybe I have to wait until, you know, my commission check before I can afford all that. I know I'm going to break up with this person, but I can't do it right now, you know? And what about Allie's feelings towards Emma, please? Missed opportunity, anxiety, stress. Views you as the Empress, someone who has unconditional love or understands the divine feminine element. But the thing is, if I pursue that, then I have to make a lot of changes. So this is like a love that changes someone, but also requires so much change that it intimidates them. It's like, I can love you from afar and it seems a little bit easier, but like, how could I actually like be with you? It's like I see a fence between me and you and I don't know how to climb over it, right? Okay. We've got William up next. Let me get a tarot deck for you. We'll go with the Golden Art Nouveau. So for William, we have, what does the next conversation with Hannah look like? What does the next conversation with Hannah look like? Magician in the reverse, 8 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. As it looks right now, there is a chance that reconciliation or reconnection is rushed, and therefore the ability to kind of like keep control over the direction of the call or the sentiment in the call is a struggle. With the 8 of Swords, it's like, I don't know what to say to make you happy, or I don't know why you're talking that way. It feels to me like it's very icy and curt, short. Temperance in the reverse and Emperor in the reverse. Yeah. This one needs more time to mellow, to simmer. And will we see each other again? It is likely that you will see each other again. What is kind of variable is what that emotion will be when you see each other. Do you want to see each other? Is it happiness, or is it just going to be a reminder of something that didn't develop? So the Death card is here to remind you that change takes time. Don't rush things. Do what you need to do on your side of the equation so that you're ready when you're able to have this reconciliation or this chat. And, you know, you'll feel like you're all set and ready to go. And then we've got Nat up next. This is the Everyday Tarot. Hey, Marcus, how are you doing? Oh, I'm glad. Are there any surprises coming towards Nat this month? No. It's like you've seen everything. It's like a nice little map for you. So we've got Emperor in the reverse and the Devil. The thing closest to a surprise is that there's someone here who gives into temptation, but I feel you expect this person to give into temptation, or you know that this person has a little bit of a struggle where it concerns self-control. So therefore, it's not a surprise for you. They're going to make it seem like they're trying to figure this out or they need to make a decision, but the reality is they kind of already know. You know, sometimes if I have to, let's just say I do the dishes, and I'm like, oh, I could probably get away with doing them tomorrow, but I should try to do them tonight. In my heart of hearts, I know I'm doing those tomorrow. That's what this is like, you know? So I don't think it's a surprise. It's just a confirmation ahead of time that when you expect someone to kind of like flake out, it's probably accurate. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Marcus. And they sure are lucky to have you protecting them. Do you want me to pull some cards for you? Or are you just feeling super generous? I appreciate it either way. Nat, no surprises for you, but just keep in mind that, yeah, there's someone here who's going to make that decision that you expect them to. And I do feel like it's in part because this person's still a little bit immature, you know? That's okay. Hopefully they can work on that. Let's see. I think I'm just going to pull some cards for you, Marcus, and we'll see what we got. If I look up and there's a question from you, I can do that too. All right, what do we have for Marcus? What does Marcus need to know? Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Cups. Okay, so what I'm picking up on is I feel like there's something you want to do that would be nice for the wife, but it would be a little bit expensive. I don't know if it's like buying a gift or I don't know, like it's probably a gift. But I feel like this is saying you might want to do something kind or like spend some money on me, but really what I want is just like snuggles or like let's watch a movie or let's go on a date night. This is like just do the like sweet thing. You don't have to be spending money. So it's kind of like, you know, some people's approach to Valentine's Day is I don't need flowers, I don't need chocolate, I don't need to go out to a restaurant. Let's just find a way to be uniquely us and in love and like not buy into the commercial side of it, right? That's what this is coming across as. I know like Valentine's Day is already come and gone. So I don't know if this is about like an anniversary or just like a need for a date night, but it's like, let's just have some quality time together. That's what I need right meow. Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Fool in the reverse. Probably because there's some stress here with a person who doesn't seem to get it. Did I miss it? Meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Why y'all trying to make me hungry? That's not fair. Yeah, so don't overthink something. You don't have to be making a giant gesture. This is someone who cares about spending time with you. That's the most important thing. Queen of Wands. That's what will make this, I don't know. That's what will make the wifey feel loved, right? Not saying you can't buy some, but it's not about like, let's get the most expensive thing. You know what I mean? Yes, that works. All right. I think I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. It's almost my bedtime. I'm just kidding. No, my brain just works better in the morning. Okay, guys. I love the meatloaf joke. I've made it a few times and people don't get it anymore, though. You had a question? I didn't see the question. Oh, it is a question. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. I thought it was a statement. My bad. I thought you were saying, hey, guess what I accomplished? Like figuring out what you needed, like set up security. Sorry. My bad. If it comes to it, will Marcus be able to protect the family? Yes. Isn't that a beautiful card for that too? So it does feel to me like there are road bumps or obstacles that you will encounter, but you are showing through or showing up as a very strategic person who considers what you need to. So as long as you are leveraging that intuition, I feel like you're able to provide that protection. You cannot be everywhere at all times, but that intuition is going to guide you. I'm sorry for misreading your question. There is something unexpected headed towards you, and I do feel like the number 2 is important. It is the 2nd of March, but I feel like more so this is like 2 months from now-ish. So early May. We have something that's coming back around or someone that's coming back around. And this is someone who is manipulative or communicates dishonestly on purpose. So is this like concern visit or like a physical or physical safety concern? Yeah. So this is coming through as somebody who likes to fight or maybe even wants to start a fight. This is someone who right now is like no contact or persona non grata. Like they're not allowed to come back, or they, you know, kick themselves out. They're going to come back around in May. So I feel like you'll be fine. You're coming through as this King of Swords. Someone who anticipates things, figures it out. You love me, love now. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping. And I will see you